Alright guys, so we actually have a huge video here to go through. This is a video going through all of the leaked information we have regarding the big Ice Storm event that's going to be coming to Fortnite very soon. Now, I've been talking about a Season 7 ending, Season 8 beginning, huge event that's going to change the game. It's going to do something crazy, and this may actually be the event that we've been finally sort of waiting for to actually spice things up this season and transition into the next season. So this Ice Storm event, a bunch of different lines of code has been leaked, a bunch of different images from advertisements within the game, different teasers within the game that we're going to be seeing very soon actually has been revealed. One teaser for this event is already in the game, and you guys already know it's that huge sort of ice sphere above Polar Peak. That's the first official teaser in the game, but there are a ton of other leaks, actual different leaks. We're going to be looking at different audio files, different models of a bunch of different stuff surrounding this secret Ice Storm event that's going to be happening within Fortnite very soon. So we're going to go through all of the information here, all of the evidence, all the leaked information. Again, there will be spoilers, so definitely if you don't want to be spoiled, click off the video, and we're going to be trying to figure out what this all means. This is going to be pretty sick, and let's get started. So first, let's look at the lines of code here. The first one here, it's the Mooney event. That's what it's called within the code. So it's saying load Mooney map, stuff to override the time, references to the Ice King, and then an animation file. TV warning is connected to the Mooney event. Storm can be paused. And we're going to be looking at that TV warning in a second. If you guys remember, there were other TV warnings for the rocket launching and stuff. Huge events happening in the past. There were TV warnings within Fortnite. So that's going to be happening again as well. And I'll show you guys that up on screen in a second. Let's go through the rest here. We have countdown, warning, no TOD manager found, starting loop to wait for spawn. That may not be a part of the event, he says, but we'll see. Remove fog override, adding fog, hide all Ice King visuals, audio. So again, these are text snippets from the code. So pretty much it's the code so it's pretty much going through the process of this event. So there's going to be a countdown, there's going to be a warning, there's going to be fog within the game. So when the event starts, a ton of fog will probably come through, and then the Ice King will have some part of this because you see the Ice King mentioned at the end of this code as well. And here's the whole line of code here, a bunch of different things. So I don't know why it's called Mooney. I don't know where Mooney is coming from, but this is the Mooney event. That's the Ice Storm event. So we have Mooney countdown, Mooney fog wall, like we just said, loader, scripting, channeling, conjuring, sphere break to spawn. That's pretty important because, again, that is pretty much directly pointing at the sphere right above Polar Peak. So that sphere is the Mooney sphere, apparently. So it's not really an ice sphere, it's the Mooney sphere, and that's going to actually break, and I'll be showing you guys a picture of that as well. Actually, I'll show you guys up on screen right now. That's actually the model of the Mooney sphere above Polar Peak breaking. Obviously, it's gonna look way different within the game because this model here doesn't have its bluish feature, and when it breaks, maybe it actually will have this sort of darker, different color here, but most likely, again, this is just a model taken straight from the code, so it's not going to have the exact look as the game, but that's what's going to happen here. This sphere is going to break, and it's going to go to the spawn. And where is the spawn? I don't really know. Maybe the center of the map, maybe the spawn, the main area where this event's gonna take place. Maybe it's gonna take place in a certain area. I'm not so sure. I feel like maybe the sphere might move around. It might stay at Polar Peak. It might move around different locations. It might be like the cube all over again, and we'll have to see what happens. But again, eventually this will break. We have the storm loop sequence, and we have a soldier mannequin male child Mooney with channeling. That's some weird stuff. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's gonna happen. Apparently there's a soldier mannequin a part of this Mooney event. Who knows what that is? Maybe that's an enemy that spawns from this event when the fog rolls in. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of right now. But other than that, those are the lines of code for this event. Now let me show you guys the actual TV warnings here that will be showing up within Fortnite. We have weather warning. breaking, okay? And this is going to be showing you have obviously the ice storm, you have some arrows there, looks like a clickbait thumbnail, and obviously the different sort of snowflakes around. Next one here is just a continuation of that. Weather warning breaking, bread and milk sold out, nothing really much going on there. Looks like a countdown that's actually hidden, it seems like. But we'll see what happens there. And the last one here is no signal, and this is maybe just a part of the TV advertisement, or maybe this is going to be closer to when the event actually happens. The warnings are corrupted, you can no longer see in the warnings, and you just have no signal with like this evil guy in the background. I'm guessing that's the Ice King. I'm not so sure, but that is pretty much the lead up to this Ice Storm Mooney event that's going to be occurring. And obviously, again, I might as well show you guys this up on screen. It's at Polar Peak. This is the sphere, the Mooney sphere that is just floating above. It's really cool. It's really weird. And if you go through it, apparently you get like really all frozen up. And obviously, you guys can all do this within the game. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is probably the exact effect that we're gonna get during this ice storm event. The fog's gonna roll in, there's gonna be a huge ice storm, and I'm guessing a lot of our screens, or part of our screen for some duration, is gonna have this really iced up look, and the whole map is just going to be frozen over. So not really like the Christmas update where just for Christmas Day it was all snowy, not like that. This is an ice storm, so just a wave of just ice is going to come through, and everything is going to be icy. Your screen is going to be icy. I don't know what's going to happen because of that. I don't know what the result is right now, but this effect you're seeing up on screen, or you saw up on screen, that's probably what we're going to be seeing a part of this event. It's all concentrated in the actual sphere, and once the sphere breaks, just like I mentioned in the code, it says it's going to break. Once it breaks, it will release all of that sort of ice power, I guess you can call it, and it'll go spread across the map, and then that's what will happen there. So that's obviously pretty sick. Here's some other stuff. I don't know if this is related to the Ice Storm event, but we have some Ice Storm challenges here. So up on screen, Ice Storm challenges, and then there's a leak of a bunch of the things you need to do. So deal damage to the Ice Legion. That's pretty interesting. Deal damage to the Ice Legion in a single match. Deal damage with explosive weapons to the Ice Legion. Pretty much something with this Ice Legion is going to be within the game. I don't know if that is a boss within the game. I don't know if the Ice Storm is going to spawn in this Ice Legion boss that apparently is always gonna be in the game. Because obviously there are challenges, specific challenges to actually defeat this guy. So it's not like you have to complete all of these challenges just during the Ice Storm event, during the Mooney event. So this is going to be probably the event taking place, spawning in the Ice Legion, probably from the power of the Mooney sphere. And this Ice Legion is going to be constantly in the game, probably in the Polar Peak area, in the castle. And you're going to have to do all of these challenges to kill them, or just deal damage with shotguns, assault rifles, explosives, and all that cool stuff. So I don't know what you're going to get out of this. I don't know what the point of this is, but it's all seeming pretty crazy. The fact that we have this Ice Legion here is pretty cool. Now, let's go through a bunch of other leaks. Here is a model here. I'm not so sure exactly what this is. I don't know if this doesn't seem like the Ice Legion, but it's a part of this. It's the Mooney Conjuring Code. So remember I mentioned the Mooney Conjuring Code before. This is what comes up. This is the 3D model for it. I don't know if this is going to be something that spawns in, that's an enemy, or it's something that helps us out, but that's that. So whatever you guys want to make of this, I don't really know. I don't think this is the boss. I think the Ice Legion boss is going to be a lot more fierce and menacing and huge and sort of icy looking. This is just sort of like a random guy dancing around. Like, I don't really know what he's doing, but anyway, let's now, I'm going to show you guys, or let you guys hear the actual sounds of this event. I'm not so sure if this is going to be every single sound you're going to hear. There are probably other hidden sounds that are within the code that we don't have yet, but these are a bunch of different sounds for this event. So here you go. So obviously really cool stuff here. I don't know what is going to happen. I think we have a pretty good idea of what this event is going to be all about. Now the problem is we don't know why it's taking place, for what reason, what's the result of this. We know how it's gonna happen, we know sort of what's gonna happen, but the why and the result is really up in the air, at least for me. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but it is happening. There's so much evidence for it, and yeah, it's going to be pretty sick. So thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a comment below Ice Storm if you watched the whole video. It's obviously greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be pretty sick. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.